You know, I find it fascinating that you say because you love the lake and it gives you peace, but yet you were up in the middle of the night worrying about money. Really? Has this house, has it really given you the peace that you say it's given you, or has it really contributed to your anxiety of not having any money? So I have a question for you. Is your financial past killing your dream of a secure financial future? Well, if it is, then you'll want to pay attention to my one-on-one tonight. Carrie and Doug are here from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Carrie is 49 and Doug is 54. They've been married for 23 years and have 2 children, ages 21 and 18. Carrie and Doug live in a beautiful lake house that they built in 2002. We will be talking about this home, so make a note of it, everyone. Doug is a technical writer and Carrie is an air traffic controller. Now, as an air traffic controller, Carrie must retire in 7 years at age 56. It's that mandatory retirement along with their debt and Carrie's spending that has caused many sleepless nights. Carrie, you're the one who wrote in to the Suze Orman Show, so let's start with you and tell everybody exactly why did you write in?
I was feeling low one night and happened to go on the Suze Orman website looking for some help. We really enjoy our lake home, and I want to come from a place where we don't have to sell our home to retire and be comfortable. And it struck me pretty hard in the last couple of months when my birthday was approaching, and shortly after that I only have 7 years until that happens. And at 7 years, Doug will also be, I hope, pretty close to retirement. And so the enormity of our debt, our mortgage, the credit card debt, my spending habits, our spending habits together, is just all was
too much
preying
for
on
you.
me.
Yeah, too much for you.
Yeah.
You know what I find so sweet is when you first started, Doug reached over and put his hand on your lap. What made you do that?
Well, I understand that this is not a real easy thing for her to do, sort of bearing her soul as far as the truth of her truth of where we're at.
Where you're at. So why don't we right now show everybody or tell everybody exactly where you are at? You have $46,000 of credit card debt. You have a $556,000 mortgage. You have 2 kids, but all you have is $5,200 in an emergency fund. You hardly have any money in investments. And while you do have money in retirement, when you start to withdraw that money from retirement, it's all going to be taxable to you. And we have expenses. We have expenses that we need to come up with every single month of about $8,000 a month. So currently, while you're both working, we have $1,300 in excess to do something with. But when you both retire, or when you have to retire, Carrie, in just 7 years from now, that air traffic controller income is going to drop immediately down to the ground, and you will have landed. And the question is, will you be safe? Can you afford these bills, or can you not? And that is what is keeping you up at night. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now, you kept referring to your spending habits, and you also said you really want to stay in this home. Now, as I was looking at those numbers, you have about $300,000 of equity in that house. You have $5,000 of an emergency fund. If something happened to either of you, how are you going to have the money to pay your bills to keep this house? You're going to end up possibly losing it because we don't have the money to pay the mortgage and the expenses on it. What is it about this home that freaks you out when you talk about it?
Well, for me, it's not just the home itself. It's living on the lake and the peace that it brings us. And I think that, and we've talked about this a lot lately, selling the home. We want to do it. We want to do it from a place of our choosing, from not because we have to.
You know, I find it fascinating that you say because you love the lake and it gives you peace, but yet you were up in the middle of the night worrying about money. The house,
It's true.
the lake, the neighbors, and everything around is not what gives you peace, because you haven't had peace for a long time, my friend. You have worries, you have had spending problems, you have hidden things that you have purchased in the past from Doug, where you would sneak it into the house, hoping he would never see it. And so, really, has this house since 2002, that's 12 years, has it really given you the peace that you say it's given you, or has it really contributed to your anxiety of not having any money? I just ask you to think about that. Here is your plan of action. And I want you to do exactly what I am about to tell you to do. And if you do, I'm here to tell you that your life could be different. How would you feel if I told you you could be out of credit card debt in 1 year?
I'd be grateful and astonished. Would be fantastic.
You currently owe about $46,000 of credit card debt. We already established that. You also have, right now, $1,400 a month extra to put somewhere. I want you to take your boat that you have, your 2 motorcycles that you have. We've got to give up something here, people. And I want you to sell them. These are toys, and we no longer have time for toys in this situation. You want to keep your house, then give up the 2 motorcycles and the boat, sell it, and that will reap you about $10,000. You are going to take that $10,000 and you're going to put it towards your credit card debt. That will leave you $36,000 of credit card debt. You're currently spending $1,500 a month towards that credit card debt. You add that extra $1,400 or $1,500 to that money, and in 1 year, you are going to be out of credit card debt. Then you have $3,000 a month that you are going to be able to save every single month 7 years from now, even if that money just makes a 2% return. After taxes, you're going to have about $185,000 to $190,000 there. Now listen to me closely. With your after-tax pension, and the money that you're going to be taking, the interest only from your TSP that you have, that along with Doug's money after taxes is going to allow you to keep the house, have about $1,600 a month extra, and everything should work exactly like it's working now. Do you understand the plan that you need to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
How's that feel to you?
It feels good. It'll feel better when in a year from now.
That is your plan of action. Put it in place today, and then let us know how it feels and how it goes, and enjoy your house for the rest of
Okay.
your life.